Hello students, welcome to the second session of Narayanpur incident, which is a supplementary reader in second language English 10th standard. In the previous session, we discussed till paragraph number 7. If we read paragraph 6 and 7, we come across the details of the protest march and also the intentions well explained. And now from paragraph 8 onwards, we come across the activities what happened after the protest march. Let's read from paragraph number 8. I hope you remember whatever we studied in the previous session. I helped you with 2 questions and their answers. Why was or how was the protest march unusual? And secondly, question number 4, what had the police expected about the way of protest? I hope you are familiar with the answers also now. Let's move on now to the next paragraph, paragraph number 8. Suman and another boy turned up after they had finished their dinner that night. The boy staggered in with a large newspaper covered parcel in his hands. Got it? Mohan asked, his voice tense with excitement. Yes, a lot of trouble though. What was happening? In the morning, there was a procession, there was a freedom march, and in the evening, something else is happening. And in the evening, something else happened. Now, Suman and another boy. In the previous class, I told you, Suman, she is a friend of Mohan, and another boy, he is also a friend of Mohan. They turned up after they had finished their dinner that night. They finished their dinner at night and they came to Mohan's house. Okay. Dinner is the food that we take at night. If we take food during noon time, what is it? Yes, it is lunch. Yes. If we take food during noon time, it is lunch. Night, it is dinner. Now, after finishing their dinner, these 2 students, they came to Mohan's house. And the other boy, he was carrying something heavy in his hands, and he staggered with a large newspaper covered parcel in his hands. So he had a newspaper covered parcel in his hands. So he walked unsteadily into the room. And then, got it? Mohan asked. So they were well planned now. And Mohan also knew what was there in the parcel. And Mohan asked the other boy, got it? His voice tense with excitement. There is a lot of excitement. See, one thing we should understand, they are all young boys and they are also part of freedom struggle, and certainly there will be a lot of excitement within them. And Mohan also had a lot of excitement, and then he asked, you got it? And then the other boy answered, yes, lot of trouble though. So this was something dangerous was going on there, right? We can understand from here itself. And he says, we got it, but we had to face a lot of trouble. Where shall I take it? The other boy asked. Here, let me help you, my room. Okay, Amma? So when the other boy asked where to keep the parcel, Mohan first suggested to keep the parcel in his room. And then he asked for suggestion from Amma. Okay, Amma? But Amma had a different opinion. What opinion did she have? Amma ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದರು? No, I think the puja room is better. Ninna room allalla, it's better to keep it in the puja room. It's better to keep it in the puja room. A light there will look more normal. Usually in puja rooms and all, we will have very dim light, right? And she says, you can keep it in the puja room and people will not suspect also. ಬೇಗ ಯಾರು ಸಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಪೂಜಾ ರೂಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಇಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬೇಗ ಯಾರು ಸಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟು ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಶಿ ಸಜೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಪೂಜಾ ರೂಮ್. And then the boy says the puja room. Then when Amma suggested the puja room, the boy says the puja room. Then the boy went away after a whispered conversation with Suman. So they kept that mysterious parcel in the puja room, and after having a conversation with the other girl, Suman, the boy went out. And what happened later? Then Suman, Amma and Mohan went into the small puja room. ಆ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಹುಡುಗ ಹೋದ ನಂತರ ಸುಮನ್, ಅಮ್ಮ and Mohan, they went into the puja room. Something was happening. Babu and Manju stared curiously over their shoulders at the mysterious parcel, which turned out to be a cyclo-styling machine. Now, Babu and Manju were curious. They're young children. They did not know whatever was going on here. And they were looking at the mysterious parcel very curiously. ಅದರೊಳಗಡೆ ಏನಿರಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಂಡು ಕ್ಯೂರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ they were looking at the mysterious parcel. They looked at the mysterious parcel, which turned out to be a cyclo-styling machine. So what was there in the mysterious parcel? Yes, what was there in the mysterious parcel? It was a cyclo-styling machine. What is a cyclo-styling machine? What is a cyclo-styling machine? Cyclo-styling machine is nothing but photocopier. Cyclo-styling machine ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಫೋಟೋಕಾಪಿಯರ್. ಫೋಟೋಕಾಪಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಂಡು ನಮಗೆ ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನು ಫೋಟೋಕಾಪಿಯರ್? ನಾವು ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳುವಂಥದ್ದು, ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆರಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮಷೀನ್. ಏನು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಸೆರಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮಷೀನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಂಡು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸೆರಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮಷೀನ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಫೋಟೋಕಾಪಿಯರ್. ಜೆರಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮಷೀನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಫೋಟೋಕಾಪಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಜೆರಾಕ್ಸ್ ದೆನ್? ಜೆರಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೇನು? ಅದೊಂದು ಕಂಪನಿ ಹೆಸರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಓಕೆ, ಒನ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ Xerox produces photocopiers, and we generally call it Xerox machine ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಂಡು ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಜನರಲಿ ನಾವೇನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಂಡು ಕರೀತೀವಿ? ಎಸ್, Xerox machine ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಂಡು ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಫೋಟೋಕಾಪಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಮಿಸ್ಟೀರಿಯಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಸಲ್? ಸಮಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಫಾರ್ 2 marks. ಅದರ ಒಂದು ಭಾಗ, ಆನ್ಸರ್ನ ಒಂದು ಭಾಗ ಇದು. ವಾಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಮಿಸ್ಟೀರಿಯಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಸಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ಏನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರೀಬೇಕು? ದ ಮಿಸ್ಟೀರಿಯಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಸಲ್ contained a cyclo-styling machine. What is a cyclo-styling machine? It is an old version of a photocopier. ಫೋಟೋಕಾಪಿಯರ್ನ ಒಂದು ಓಲ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಷನ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇಟ್ ಕಂಟೈನ್ಡ್ ಅ cyclo-styling machine. When we come to paragraph number 9, Babu, Mohan said, as they settled down to work, sit out in the front room and keep watch. So Mohan is giving instructions to Babu and Manju here. He called Babu, sit out in the front room and keep watch and give us warning if anyone seems to be coming to our house. ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಿಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕೀಪ್ ವಾಚ್. ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ವಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್. ಒಂದು ವಾರ್ನಿಂಗನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು ಸನ್ನೆಯನ್ನು ನೀವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಮೋಹನ್ ಗೇವ್ ಟು ಬಾಬು. ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದೆನ್ Manju? On the other side, Manju was also sitting, and Mohan called Manju, go to bed. Manju, you go to bed, because she was the youngest. She was only 11 years old. And Mohan told Manju, go to bed. But when she was asked to go to bed, she was sad. See, go to bed, or else, he went on, noticing her crestfallen face, you sit here in the hall and pass on Babu's warning to us. When Mohan asked Manju to go to bed, what happened to her? Crestfallen face. She felt very sad, because she also wanted to be the part of this movement now. She also wanted to be the part of this movement. But when she was asked to go to bed, she felt very sad. When Mohan noticed that she was sad, he changes and he says, or else you sit here in the hall and pass on Babu's warning to us. Babu ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. He is sitting in the front hall. And now Manju has to sit after Babu. ಬಾಬು ಒಂದು ಮೆಸೇಜನ್ನು ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಯಾರೋ ಬಂದರೆ ಸನ್ನೆ ತೋರಿಸಿದರೆ, ಮಂಜು ಬಂದು ಇದನ್ನು ಇವರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಮಂಜು ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟೆಲ್ Mohan and Amma and Suman that somebody is coming. It was some work given to Manju. ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಬೇಸರ ಆದ ಕಾರಣ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಕೊಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಂಡು some work was given to Manju. Now Babu and Manju were very happy. And when we come to paragraph number 10, what happened? Babu sat outside, alert and attentive. He felt a thickening in his throat. It was beginning, and at last he was doing something. So Babu was doing his job very honestly now, very seriously and honestly. He sat outside, alert and attentive. He was very much alert and attentive. He was just looking outside to see or to find if somebody was coming. He felt a thickening in his throat. ಗಂಟ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಗಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗುವಂತೆ. He felt a thickening. Usually when you are very much excited, what happens? When you are very much excited, what happens? ತುಂಬ ಎಕ್ಸೈಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಗಂಟ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಕೊಂಡ ಥರ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್? He felt the same thickening in his throat. It was beginning, and at last he was doing something great. He thought he was doing something great. What was he doing? He was doing something for the nation. He was also participating in the freedom struggle indirectly. ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಾಬು ಕೂಡ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಗಲಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. And that is why he felt the thickening in his throat. What a pity Gopya, Murali and others would never know about. Perhaps someday. Who are these Gopya, Murali and others? Maybe they are Babu's friends. They are maybe Babu's friends. He says, what a pity Gopya, Murali and others. They would never know anything about this. ಅವರಿಗೇನು ಇದು ಗೊತ್ತಿರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಗಲಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಹಿ ಸೇಸ್ ಸಮ್ಡೇ, ಯಾವತ್ತೋ ಒಂದು ದಿನ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುವಾಗ he felt very much proud of himself because he was going to be the part of freedom struggle. He was also doing something for the nation. He felt proud of himself. ಅವನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಗೌರವ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. And then checked himself and kept his eyes and mind on the road outside. And again he checked himself and kept his eyes fixed on the road. ಆ ರೋಡನ್ನೇ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅವ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಳಿತಿರ್ತಾನೆ. In a little while, what happened? As he was looking outside, the road was deserted. There was nobody in the road. The road was deserted ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? ಡೆಸರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? There was nobody on the road. Road empty ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ಖಾಲಿಯಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಯಾರೂ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. The road was deserted. In a little while, the 9 o'clock siren went off. Babu thought for the first time that day of the war being fought all over the world. So, after some time what happened? 9 o'clock siren went off. 9 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಆಗುವಂಥ ಸೈರನ್ ಕೇಳಿಸಿತು. Babu thought for the first time that day of the war being fought all over the world. For him, he was also part of war, right? Babu was also part of war. ಆ ಯುದ್ಧದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಕೂಡ ಭಾಗಿಯಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಇವಾಗ? ಬಾಬು ಕೂಡ ಭಾಗಿಯಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿ ಥಾಟ್ ದ ವಾರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಫಾಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. ಎಲ್ಲಿ? ಇಡೀ ಜಗತ್ತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಯುದ್ಧ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಎಂಬುದಾಗಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಭಾಸವಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಡನ್ಲಿ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಿಸ್ ರೆವರಿ ಹಿ ಟೆನ್ಸ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್? ರೆವರಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್, ರೆವರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಡ್ರೀಮಿ ಪ್ಲೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಡ್ರೀಮಿ ಪ್ಲೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್. So he was dreaming of something, and suddenly he came out of that dream. Suddenly coming out of his reverie, he tensed because he saw somebody coming there. A man riding a bike got off and stopped right outside their gate. ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು ನೋಡಿ, as he was watching, he saw a man coming in his bike and stopping his bike there, and he got off from the bike just in front of the gate. And he was a bit tense now. He was a bit worried, but it was only to light a cigarette, it seemed. ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಯಾಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತದ್ದು? He did not come to Mohan's house. ಅವರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದದ್ದಲ್ಲ. He just stopped his bike there to light ಸಿಗರೇಟನ್ನು ಲೈಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅವ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತದ್ದು. ಯಾಕೆ? ಬಾಬು ಕುಡ್ ಸಿ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಫ್ಲೇರಿಂಗ್, ದೆನ್ ದ ಗ್ಲೋ ಇನ್ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಫೇಸ್. ದ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಮೂವ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ got on his bike and rode away. So the man, why did he stop there? Was he coming to Mohan's house? No, he was not coming to Mohan's house. Why did he stop there then? He stopped there to light a cigarette. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡೇನು ಸಿಗರೇಟನ್ನು ಉರಿಸಿದ. And in the light he could see, Babu could see that man's face, and after some time that man went on his way. ಅವನ ದಾರಿಗೆ ಅವ ಬೈಕ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದ. One more bike. Babu flung himself inside. Manju turned a startled face to him. Someone is coming in. See, after first bike, another bike comes now. After first bike, another bike comes. One more bike. Babu flung himself inside. Babu just ran away or ran inside. Babu ran inside. And then Manju turned a startled face at him. Manju was also shocked because she did not know anything. Something is happening. Manju was very much tense now. He looked at Babu, and then Babu ran inside and he told, someone is coming, someone is coming. Yaro barta idare embudagi yaru heltare? Yes, Babu told. I hope you understood. Have you understood till here? Okay, we discussed about cyclostyling machine, right? So what was there in the mysterious parcel then? Okay, in the mysterious parcel, there was a cyclostyling machine. What is a cyclostyling machine? Cyclostyling machine is a photocopier. It is a photocopier. And somebody now came to Mohan's house. Who was that? Let's continue with the next paragraph. Paragraph number 11. There was silence. From inside the puja room, their faces looked at him blankly, the dim light giving them a peculiar look. Peculiar anta helidrenu? Peculiar means odd. Peculiar means odd. O-D-D. Odd. There was silence, complete silence, because everybody was shocked. From inside the puja room, their faces means whose faces? Amma, Mohan and Suman. Their faces looked at Babu blankly, the dim light giving them a peculiar look. They were all scared. All of them were scared because they did not expect somebody to come to their house now. And when somebody came, they were all shocked. Shadows quivered and danced as the wick in the oil lamp flickered and fizzed. Now shadows quivered. Quiver means tremble, nadugu. Quiver means tremble or nadugu. The shadows, nerlu kuda nadugidavante. Hege, shadows quivered and danced as the wick in the oil lamp flickered and fizzed. What is the meaning of flicker? It's given there. Flicker means to burn or shine unsteadily. Deepa ನಂದಿ ಹೋಗುವುದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲು ಅದೇನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದು ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಕರ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅನ್ಸ್ಟಡಿಯಾಗಿ ಅಲುಗಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಉರಿತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ the shadows quivered and danced as the wick in the oil lamp flickered and fizzed. Fizzed ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು? To become weak. So what happens when the lamp trembles, when the light trembles, ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? Shadow will also tremble. ಲೈಟ್ ಟ್ರಂಬಲ್ ಆಗುವಾಗ, ನಡುಗುವಾಗ, ಶ್ಯಾಡೋ ಕೂಡ, ನೆರಳು ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ನಡುಗ್ತದೆ. ಇದು ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಪೊಯೆಟಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ. ದ ರೈಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ಟ್ರೈಂಗ್ ಟು ಕನ್ವೆ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಮೋಹನ್, ಅಮ್ಮ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸುಮನ್ ವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಶಿವರಿಂಗ್ ನಾವ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಯರ್. ಹೆದರಿಕೆಯಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು? ನಡುಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ದೆನ್ ಅಮ್ಮ ಗಾಟ್ ಅಪ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕೇಮ್ ಔಟ್ ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಬೈ ಮೋಹನ್. ಅಮ್ಮ ಗಾಟ್ ಅಪ್. Amma has to take the leadership now, right? Amma got up and she came out followed by Mohan. So Mohan ಹಿಂದಿನಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ. Suman stayed inside and Mohan closed the door of the room. What did Suman do? Suman, she stayed inside and Mohan closed the door of the puja room. Puja room ನ ಬಾಗಿಲನ್ನು ಮುಚ್ತಾನೆ. Manju, go to bed. Babu, you too. Mohan gives instructions to Manju and Babu. Manju, Babu, ನೀವಿಬ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ? ಮಲಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ. And then in 12th paragraph, there was a knock at the door. ಯಾರೋ ಬಂದು ಬಾಗಿಲು ತಟ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. There was a knock at the door. Babu rushed to his room, unrolled his bedroll and threw himself on it. Look at Babu now. Babu was very much scared. ಭಾಳ ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಇತ್ತು ಬಾಬುಗೆ. ರೂಮಿಗೆ ಹೋಗು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಬಾಬು ರಶ್ ಟು ಹಿಸ್ ರೂಮ್. ರೂಮಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಅನ್ರೋಲ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೆಡ್ ರೋಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಹಿಮ್ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಆನ್ ಇಟ್. ಈ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ರೋಲ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೆಡ್ ರೋಲ್, ತನ್ನ ಬೆಡ್ಡನ್ನೇ ಹಾಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಹಿಮ್ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಆನ್ ಇಟ್, ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಮಲಗ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ. A knock again. ಯಾರೋ ಬಾಗಿಲು ಮತ್ತೆ ತಟ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. A knock again. Somebody was at the door. Who is there? Amma called out. Amma from inside, she asked, who is there? ಯಾರದು? Then knock, knock. Mohan, go and see who it is. Look at this. Amma asked first who is there, but there was knock outside. Okay, the person standing outside was continuously knocking. ಹೊರಗಡೆ ನಿಂತಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ? ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದ. So Amma called Mohan. Mohan, go and see who it is. Manju, who had got into bed too, noticed that though Amma's voice was steady, her hands trembled. What was Amma doing? What was Amma doing? Amma was holding the hand of Manju. Amma was holding the hand of Manju. Amma's voice was very steady. ಏನು ಅವಳ ಶಬ್ದ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಟೇಡಿ, ಅದು ನಡುಗ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಹರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ವರ್ ಟ್ರಂಬ್ಲಿಂಗ್, ಕೈಗಳೇನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ನಡುಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವೈ ಡಿಡ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದ ಸೈಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಟೈಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಷಿನ್ ಇನ್ ದೇಯರ್ ಹೌಸ್? ವಿ ಕಮ್ ಟು ನೋ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಲೇಟರ್, ಬಟ್ ಐ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. Why did they have the cyclostyling machine? Okay, they kept the cyclostyling machine to make the copies of Mahatma Gandhiji's speech. Mahatma Gandhijiya speech na photocopy ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ, ಪ್ರತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ they had cyclostyling machine in their house. That means they were going against the British government. ಅದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಅವರು ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನ ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. And certainly if the police comes to know about it, these people would be under threat. ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿ ಪೊಲೀಸಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥವಾದರೆ ಇವರ ಜೀವನಕ್ಕೆ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿಯೂ ಬೆದರಿಕೆ ಉಂಟಾಗ್ತದೆ. And that is why she was trembling, she was scared. They had a cyclostyling machine in their house and somebody is now standing outside. They don't know who it is. Manju could feel the trembling of mother's hand. ಅಮ್ಮನ ಕೈಗಳು ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದವು, ನಡುಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದವು. Mohan came in saying, Amma, it's Patil, the sub-inspector. Mohan went outside to check who it was. Mohan ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದ, ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದ. He comes inside and he tells, Amma, it's Patil, the sub-inspector. ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸಬ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಎಂಬುದಾಗಿ ಅವ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಅಮ್ಮನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಮ್ಮ held Manju's hand in tight, a hurtful clutch, though her voice was still cool and calm. ಅಮ್ಮ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ, ಅಮ್ಮ ಹೆಲ್ಡ್ ಮಂಜೂಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಟೈಟ್ ಹರ್ಟ್ಫುಲ್ ಕ್ಲಚ್. ಆ ಹೆದರಿಕೆಯಿಂದ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಪೊಲೀಸರು ಬಂದರು ಎಂಬುದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ, ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಯರ್ ಶಿ ಹೆಲ್ಡ್ ಹರ್ ಡಾಟರ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಟೈಟ್ ಹರ್ಟ್ಫುಲ್ ಕ್ಲಚ್. ಶಿ ಹೆಲ್ಡ್ ಮಂಜೂಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಟೈಟ್ ಹರ್ಟ್ಫುಲ್ ಕ್ಲಚ್. ನೋವಾಗುವಷ್ಟು ಗಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ, ಹಿಡಿಯುತ್ತಾಳೆ. ಬಟ್ ಹರ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ವಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಕೂಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಾಮ್. ಆ ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಅವಳ ಮಾತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಶಬ್ದದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಶಿ ವಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಸ್ಕೇರ್ಡ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಶಿ ಆಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಡಸ್ ಹಿ ವಾಂಟ್? ಏನು ಬೇಕು ಅವನಿಗೆ? ವಾಟ್ ಡಸ್ ದ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟರ್ ವಾಂಟ್? ಏನು ಬೇಕು ಅವನಿಗೆ? ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಮೋಹನ್ ಸೇಸ್, ಹಿ ವಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಟಾಕ್ ಟು ಯು. ನಿನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಮಾತನಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಹಿ ವಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಟಾಕ್ ಟು ಯು. ವೈ ಡಿಡ್ ದ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಕಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ to Amma about something. We will come to know about it shortly. To me, the hand relaxed. ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಬೇಕಾ? ಅವಳು ಮಂಜುವಿನ ಕೈಯನ್ನು ಹಿಡಿದಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ, she relaxed her hands. And Manju got pain in her hands actually. See, Manju drew her hand back and rubbed it softly. ತನ್ನ ಕೈಯನ್ನು ಹಿಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಳೆದು ಮಂಜು, she rubbed her hand softly because it pained. Amma was actually scared and she held her hand very tight and it was paining. So she rubbed her hands very softly. So something unexpected happened here. Who came to their house? ಯಾರು ಅವರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದದ್ದು? ಯಾರು? The police sub-inspector, Mr. Patil. And let's see what Patil has to say. I hope you understood. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ? ಮುಂದಿನ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಗ್ರಾಫಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. Okay, we will continue with the next paragraph. I haven't come to trouble you, a strange voice said. Your husband was my friend in school. I'm a friend. Amma got up quickly and went out. What did the police officer say? Mr. Patil says, I haven't come to trouble you. I did not come here to trouble you. ನಿಮಗೇನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದದ್ದು ನಾನು. Your husband was my friend in school. Okay, Mohan's father was Mr. Patil's friend in school. Your husband was my friend in school. I'm a friend. I'm not your enemy. ನನ್ನ ಶತ್ರು ಏನಲ್ಲ. I'm your friend. And then Amma regained her strength somewhat. ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಅಮ್ಮನಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಬಂತು. Amma got up quickly and went out. What did Amma do? She got up and she went out. Manju waited a moment and followed her. Manju was there inside the bedroom. She waited for some time and she followed Amma. There was Babu coming out of his room, making a show of having been woken out of a deep sleep, rubbing his eyes, yawning loudly and repeatedly, mumbling in a grumpy voice. Who is it? Who is it? Okay, this is very funny. Babu, he pretends as if he was asleep. Was Babu sleeping actually? Babu nidra ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನಾ? He was not sleeping. But he is a good actor, right? ಒಬ್ಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆ actor ಅವ. He comes out of the room as if he was sleeping. As if he was in deep sleep. How did he come? He was coming out of his room, making a show of having been woken out of a deep sleep. ನಿದ್ರೆಯಿಂದ ಎದ್ದವನ ಥರ ನಟಿಸ್ತಾ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅವು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಹೌ? ರಬ್ಬಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಐಸ್, ಕಣ್ಣುಗಳನ್ನು ರಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ. ಯಾನಿಂಗ್ ಲೌಡ್ಲಿ, ಯಾನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಆಕಳಿಸು, yawn means ಆಕಳಿಸು. So he yawned loudly and repeatedly, and mumbling in a grumpy voice, he was telling something in an unclear voice. Who is it? Who is it? ಯಾರು ಬಂದದ್ದು? ಯಾರು ಬಂದದ್ದು ಅಂತ ನಿದ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎದ್ದವನ ಥರ? ಎಸ್, ನಿದ್ರೆಯಿಂದ ಎದ್ದವನ ಥರ. Who comes? Babu comes. Babu ಬರ್ತಾನೆ. And but nobody paid him any attention. ಇವಾಗ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಯಾರೂ ಅವನ ಮುಖವನ್ನೇ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ. Nobody looked at him. Nobody cared for him. Nobody paid him any attention. ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡ ವಿಷಯ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್. ಒಬ್ಬ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದಾನೆ? ಹೊರಗಡೆ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಬಾಬುಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಔಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೂನ್ ಬಾಬು ವಾಸ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಗ್ರೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯೂರಿಯಾಸಿಟಿ. Babu was also very much curious now. He did not know what was going on. And maybe he doesn't even know the seriousness of this, right? He is too young. And he started taking everything with the greatest curiosity now. Okay? Now, do you remember whatever we studied? First, in the previous session, we studied, yes, about the march. Was the march violent? No. The march was not violent. How was it then? The march was very silent. Were there any slogans? There were no slogans. There were no shouts. And how did the police expect the march to be? Come on, how did the police expect the march to be? The police expected the march to be violent. Why? So that they could beat up the students and pull them to, yes, the prison. Pull them to the prison. But the children were very clever. They were not ready to go to jail, and that is why they went out very peacefully. The children went out very peacefully. But after the march, something else was going on in Mohan's house. So what did they have in their house, or what did they have in the mysterious parcel? A mysterious parcel nolagade enittu? They had a cyclostyling machine to make the copies of Mahatma Gandhiji's speech. Okay, there will be a question on this. What was there in the mysterious parcel? ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬರ್ಬೋದು ನಿಮಗೆ. What was there in the mysterious parcel? There was a cyclostyling machine. And afterwards, okay, unexpectedly somebody came to their house. Who came to their house? ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಾ? Yes, Mr. Patil. Mr. Patil came to their house. It was so unexpected, and that is why everybody was scared. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು? ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. Everybody was scared because it was totally unexpected. ಅಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸಿಚುವೇಶನನ್ನು ಅವರು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ everybody was very much scared when Mr. Patil came. But Mr. Patil tells he was not an enemy, he was just a friend. ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ? ಒಬ್ಬ ಶತ್ರು ಅಲ್ಲ. ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ? ಒಬ್ಬ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. And what was Patil? Yes, Patil was the sub-inspector, police sub-inspector. Patil was the police sub-inspector. Naturally, what happens when a police inspector comes to your house? You will all be scared. Immediate ಆಗಿ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದುಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಏನೋ ಕೇಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. The same thing happened. And here they have more reason to be scared. ಹೆದರಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ವಿಷಯಗಳಿವೆ. ಯಾಕೆ? They had a cyclostyling machine in their house. ಅವರು ಯಾರ ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು? They were working against the British government. And who is the sub-inspector? He is a police officer. He is under the service of British government. British governmentನ ಸರ್ವಿಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಒಬ್ಬ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲಿ these people will feel scared. They felt really very scared. Okay, we will wind up in this session. The next part of it, you can watch it in another session.